So we all know that Guild Fest is here, and we know that the Gathering level 5 quest is one of the most hated quests there is. But let me go ahead and give you some pointers if you actually want to go ahead and give this quest a try, because there are some tips that you can do in order to have a better experience. So the first thing that you want to do is find a tile that is going to be expiring, kind of like this one. Essentially what happens is when a tile is gone, when it is finished, a new one of the same kind is going to spawn relatively close to where the last one was. Now that doesn't always happen, like it's not going to be right next to it. As you can tell, I'm looking around like a madman. And essentially, a lot of people do this too, and this is why you see tiles being taken within seconds of it spawning, because a lot of people, they check for tiles when they finish and they start looking around for the new one that spawned, and here it is. Here's a new one. So I was able to claim that tile only a few seconds after it spawned. So if you want to do the level 5, the complete level 5 tiles quest, you have to make sure that you're doing this, that you're looking for tiles that are going to be expiring. Also, you have to be ready for this, okay? We both saw that I was the first one to send to the tile. People are going to be doing their own quests, and maybe somebody's going to send after you. Maybe you both collide. Maybe he recalls like this one did. Some are not going to be that classy. The first arrow rule, a lot of people do not follow that. So again, I was looking for a tile that I was going to expire, and there it is. So now I start looking around like a madman for this brand new tile, because I needed to finish 5 level 5 tiles, and we all know that that's a massive take, especially if your kingdom is very active on the level 5 tiles. If your kingdom isn't so active in the level 5 tiles, then you don't have to worry about it. There it is, like clockwork. You go ahead and you send it out, and unfortunately, like I mentioned before, after you send it out, people might see the first arrow and they're like, okay, that one's taken. Some people might not be so generous. So here I am, I'm looking at this tile and I'm like, okay, so this tile is probably gonna be done in about a minute or so. But as I was waiting for this tile to clear, you can already guess what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna go ahead and send to this tile, and that I've been marching to for quite a while now, so they can't just say like, oh, I didn't see the arrow. We all know that tiles has caused probably 80% of all wars in Lords Mobile. It's very well documented. I don't know if it's just that people don't care, but watch this, okay? I'm just waiting for this tile to clear, right? And if you want to do this, you're gonna have to do a lot of waiting. The best thing to do is set some timers for yourself in order to go ahead and get this done. Also, if your kingdom tile hits a lot, you probably don't want to do this. But here it is. I'm like, okay, I've been marching for almost like a minute, okay? So I was like, look, I don't even care to check who it is. I want this tile. I'm taking it. Now, do I recommend you use speed ups to take these tiles? Absolutely not. So don't do what I did. I just didn't care to find another one or whatever. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna use these speed ups. It's not worth it, but I just want to get this quest done. And I was like, hey, you tried, bro. You tried. But I've pretty much conditioned this kingdom that if you take my tile, I'm gonna go ahead, park right by the base, and tile hit your whole guild for days. For days, non-stop, okay? So they don't want to do that to me. Now, you might be shielded, maybe you're lower might, so you might not have the same thing that I can do, where I can just park in the base and just tile hit everybody if I want to. So if that's the case, then maybe you might want to rethink taking this quest. If you can though, or if your kingdom isn't full out war on tiles or whatever, you can go ahead and do this. You can time it. You can go ahead and get as many level 5s as you want. And now that you have the level 5s, you know the specific times when other ones are going to be available if you want to keep doing this. So, these are my tips. You know your kingdom better than I do, and you know what you can do better than I do. So, It is your choice if you want to do it. But hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Thank you guys for watching, and until later. Bye!